Hello, truth seekers. Lawrence here, and welcome to Easy Enlightenment. So, spiritual enlightenment is a simple and straightforward path. The journey is about turning the awareness back to yourself, deconstructing the mind until nothing is left, and asking yourself, who am I? That's the reference to wake up to the inner truth, to wake up to the unchanging, the absolute truth in you. Definitely, the process is challenging, it's tough, especially when you understand that the enlightenment journey or spiritual freedom is about letting go. This idea of letting go makes the fear resurface in life. The fear resurface because your whole life right now is about inviting layers, the physical layers, the mental layers, the emotional layers. The layers have made who you are today, isn't it? It provides the persona, it provides sudden stability, freedom, fun. And when you are having fun, when there is a sudden flow support in your life, there's a less struggle, less physical struggle. And when you are having fun and flow in your life, stability in life, this spiritual idea makes creates a fear of letting go. Letting go means having nothing, anchoring in nothing. And the idea of nothing, uncertainty, unknown, fluctuates, creates the fluctuation in life. And the fluctuation is there because of the past experience, isn't it? Especially when your past experience was struggle, where you are struggling to maintain even simple life, where you're struggling to maintain certain routine to maintain your life, where there's lack of money, lack of food, there was a hardship. If that kind of experience was there, and now you are somebody today, and now you're interested in this spirituality, and now you want to be free, you want to align with God, you want to overcome the fear, the conflict, great. But you also realize that you have to give up to see the truth, to see your true self. And that's where the fear comes in, isn't it? And the fear makes the process of letting go difficult. Now, the spiritual journey is about investigating to figure out what is the absolute truth and what are the uh, changing phenomenon in life. So when the fear is there, you don't have to ignore the inward journey. When you see the fear, that's the good place to be. Experiencing the fear can be a good start if you don't run away from it. Because if you don't see the fear, how are you going to work on the fear to overcome the fear? So you have to experience the fear. Now, when you are experiencing the fear, yes, when you are working on the fear, yes, you have to detach from a lot of stuff. But you don't have to throw away your life. You are disengaging from it when you're doing the self inquiry. And when the self inquiry ends, when you see the truth, then whatever you have, whatever is there in your life, they will still be there. They might not be needed for you, because you will see there are a lot of craps, unnecessary stuff that you have accumulated, and you just choose what is needed rather than holding on to everything that you have invited. And that's the difference when you wake up to the truth of who you are. So when the fear is there, fear of letting go comes in, don't reject the inward journey, or don't throw away anything from your life. Let the self-inquiry guide you sequentially. Self-inquiry is the healthy, thorough process. No, so, when people start to interested in the spirituality, people reject the world completely, especially the modern world. And that kind of rejection is already coming from the place of hating the modern world. And it's not about creating the further division with the world. The spirituality is about seeing the truth and be in the world and not to get affected by the world. So when you reject the world, you are hating the world. So we need to figure out why we hate the world so much. Yes, definitely, there's so much chaotic and unnecessary stuff is happening in the world, and because of that you hate the world some sort. And you need to figure out why you hate the world, if you're hating the world, when you are being part of the spiritual journey. So it's not about creating a further division. There's already division in oneself, and because of that there's a struggle. And now when people are being part of the spiritual journey and they create further division by rejecting the world, so you don't have to reject at all. The whole process is about dismantling the mind that is creating a division in you, the mind that is creating a fear in your life. So when the idea of fear comes in, when you understand the spiritual freedom is about letting go, if you work on your fear, that would be the fastest way to see the plain sight truth. Yes, you can work on your attachment. Yes, you can work on your emotional fluctuation. Yes, you can even work on a day-to-day conflict. But the day-to-day conflict is coming from the place of fear. You hold on to certain belief preference in your life, and you are so stubborn in your belief, your preference, and you fight with the world. That's why there is a conflict in day-to-day life. Or your attachment. is what? Is also the fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of uncertainty. That's why there's attachment. Emotional fluctuation. Why? Because of the fear. Basically, all conflict, all drama boils down to fear. Fear of being nobody, fear of losing the identification, fear of losing the belief. So that's why if you work on your fear, yes, there are many layers of fears. Fear of this, fear of that. There's always fear of something, something, something. So work on your fear. Trace your fear backward and figure out why the fear is there, where the fear comes from, what's the root cause of the fear. So you trace it back. And if you do that, you don't have to fight with the world when you are walking inward. You just you create a time for yourself, for self-inquiry, to understand yourself, understanding your fear, and from that work you understand yourself, and you start to understand the world as well. Why there's so much conflict, why there's a fluctuation in the world, because who you are is also the world. The world means the people. How your mind works is the same in the world as well, how the people work, because all minds are same. All minds are always changing, especially when there's an upgrade. The mind change, the emotion change, and the spiritual journey is about understanding the changing realm through deconstructive work, the dismantling work, and from there we can see what is left underneath all this changing phenomenon. The ultimate dissolution of the mind happens, or the dissolution of the fear happens, where the fear or the mind doesn't affect you when you see the truth. And to see the truth, what you need is the final inquiry, which is asking yourself, who am I? This who am I will finally work, will make you see the plain sight truth, and anchor in the plain sight truth. When you recognize that the ego cannot comprehend the truth. So how to get there? Follow the simple reference of the spiritual journey. If nothing is working in your life to overcome your fear, to dissolve your mental narratives, your inner struggle, then give a self-inquiry chance. Turn the awareness back to yourself. Deconstruct the mind. Deconstructing the mind is deconstructing the fear. Fear is simply the byproduct of the mind. So that's the journey to wake up to the truth. That's the journey to awaken. That's the journey to enlighten yourself. So uh, work on your fear. Work on your fear. That would be the straightforward approach. Okay, and the reference is already there in this video, and not just this video, every video I share about the simple reference to dissolve the mind. Dismantling, dismantling, dismantling. Anyway, um, so give that a go. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Take care for now, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.